still not sure if you are a highly sensitive person, you have watched all my videos on high sensitivity, you even took the HSP test on Dr. Elaine Aron's website, but you're still not sure if you want to label yourself as a highly sensitive person. Hi, my name is Aditi Gupta. I'm a life and career coach for highly sensitive people and an intuitive healer. And I know it's difficult to put yourself into a label, and definitely when that label comes with a lot of inner judgment. It took me a lot of time to accept and say out loud and accept all the feelings around high sensitivity and being a highly sensitive person. So I know where you are coming from. So in today's video, let's explore our inner world together. Learning about high sensitivity for the first time can bring a lot of questions. So let's discuss. Maybe you're questioning everything about your personality and it doesn't feel right to put yourself in a box. Or maybe you feel triggered to call yourself a highly sensitive person, and a lot of self judgment and unprocessed pain is coming up. First of all, let me say it's okay to feel all these feelings, all these mixed emotions. You do not have to put yourself in a box. When you first learn about high sensitivity, a lot of emotions do come out. For some people, it feels like homecoming, like they finally have a framework, a term to explain their life experiences. But for others, it can bring a lot of pain, hurt, as they had to suppress this part of their personality for most of their life. So you can feel both sadness and joy around this. You can feel a sense of relief because finally you feel like you belong, but at the same time, you also feel sadness, grief, because the way you were judged in the past. Many HSPs go through life feeling like they're too much, too sensitive, or on the flip side, they feel like they are not good enough, they're not doing enough. The feeling of not fitting in is mostly a constant in my own life, and I've even felt flawed most of the time. But knowing that you are just differently, knowing that I'm just wired differently gives me a fresh perspective about myself. So even though I do not like to put myself in a box, it is good for me to read about high sensitivity as it is helping me change my self concept for the better. So if you're still unsure if you're a highly sensitive person, I have some pointers which can help you decide or at least make some peace with it. First is what's good for a highly sensitive person is good for everyone. So there is no harm in learning about more about high sensitivity. If anything, it will only make you a better human being, and you will become more self-aware, and you will understand others better. People like Dr. Elaine Aron have spent years researching on this topic and finding patterns in different people. So it is very helpful to learn more about high sensitivity because it will help you design your life the way you feel is most aligned with you and ordering your own self. She has helped many HSPs live a more balanced and empowered life. So studying this work, this term and about high sensitivity can be extremely helpful. So it's definitely a win-win to learn more about high sensitivity. Second is you can ask a professional or an expert. You can always connect with a therapist or coach who is an expert in high sensitivity, and you can take help from them to uncover more of your personality. It can really help to talk to someone about this. Many people confuse high sensitivity with trauma symptoms, but they are very different. I have made a whole video about it. You can check that video in the link in the description. I will put the link in the description because high sensitivity is very different from trauma symptoms, anxiety, and feeling that you feel triggered all the time. High sensitivity is not that. So it's very important to you actually understand what high sensitivity is. You can even book a 101 call with me. I offer a 30 minutes free connection call where we just have a deep conversation. I hear your story and I open up this safe space for you to share more about yourself. So, if that is something you want, then do connect with me and book a 101 call right now. It is a no pressure call where we just get to know each other more. I will put the link in the description box if you want to book a 101 call with me. Third point is trust your gut. Many times we already know the answer, but we are not ready to accept it. I would suggest that you take time to sit with your emotion because learning about this trait can bring a lot of mixed feelings, as I said earlier, also. I'll be sharing a small meditation and a journal prompt in the end, which will really help you process all these feelings. So, stick with me here. Fourth point is you don't have to label yourself. Any label you put yourself misses your uniqueness. When you learn more about high sensitivity, which is common to many, it helps you feel a sense of belongingness. But as any human being, all HSPs are unique in their own way. They have their own quirks, their own personality, which is unique to them. So, although they share this common trait of high sensitivity, they still are different human beings. So please remind yourself of this as you proceed to learn more about high sensitivity. And the last point is allow yourself to immerse in this fully. What I mean by this is when you first learn about high sensitivity, it is normal to see everything in your life in the light of being an HSP. That is expected. Total immersion helps you learn a new language, a new way of talking, thinking about yourself. It is very helpful to reframe your past and see things from a fresh perspective in the light of high sensitivity. So be patient with yourself and ask patience from others as well as you go on this journey of self discovery as a highly sensitive person. And eventually, when the concept will settle, you will talk less about it. You will be able to see yourself as neither special nor an odd one out, but simply a human being. So, this information is to help HSPs validate their life experiences, as many of us have felt unseen, unheard, misunderstood misunderstood our whole lives. So take what resonates with you. So these were all the pointers I had for you. If you're still unsure, if you're a highly sensitive person, I hope it helped. And now let's move on to do a small meditation to connect with our emotions. Our mind or intellect has taken some ideas, but our unconscious or subconscious part may have some deeper reactions. Let us connect with our ignored, forgotten, or shadow parts that may feel threatened, relieved, or excited, or maybe sad. by what you are learning about high sensitivity. I remember the first time I did this meditation, it helped me release all these emotions. So I would request you to find a place where you will not be disturbed for another 5 to 10 minutes. You have the personal space to be with yourself and allow yourself to sit in a comfortable position, whether in a chair or sitting cross legged. Keep your back straight. And now let's consciously focus our attention on our breathing. Try to breathe from your belly. Let's take a breath in from the nose and blow out like you blow out a candle, like this. Your belly will contract when you blow out like this. So take 2 to 3 deep breaths like this. Taking breath in from your nose and blowing out like you're blowing a candle. Now that you are breathing in from your belly, continue breathing normally from your belly. Be with your body. Continue breathing from your belly. Notice your belly going in when you blow out, and notice your belly expanding when you're breathing in. Once you're settled in, you need to create a space, a safe space within your imagination where anything and everything is welcome. Allow yourself to connect with your body. Feel any ache or pain or tension. Maybe it's tension in your throat or ache in your back. Any sensation you're feeling inside your body. Any memory that is coming in on the screen of your mind. Just let yourself feel and be. Notice all that you can in this quiet state. If you are feeling something that needs to come out, like crying, laughing, rage, allow yourself to do that a little bit. Just be yourself for another minute. Now slowly, when you're ready, emerge out from this space. Open your eyes. Make a mental note of everything you felt, and now open a journal or a diary and start writing. How did I feel when I first learned about high sensitivity? What emotions came up when I sat with myself right now? How were your feelings related to being sensitive? Keep writing, be non judgmental, and let your pen do all the talking. Pour out all your feelings on this paper. It is very helpful to keep a diary while you are on this journey of self discovery as a highly sensitive person. It really helps you process and release all these stuck emotions from your body. So I hope this helped you, and feel free to share your experience in the comments below, and also like and subscribe because I'll be releasing a new video next week. So do share your support, and I'm sending you a lot of love and light. See you next week.